Today, the market is still bouncing back. The price of Shiba Inu just marginally rose again. Even when we enlarge the view, the weather remains dreary. On the other hand, you need to be aware of something. Not to mention, this is significant, a huge decline has occurred. A Shiba Inu count of almost 3.5 trillion is under scrutiny. Can you believe it? No sign of Satoshi Kusama or any of the other developers. Tell me what's going on. Excuse me, what am I even referring to? Okay, I'll try to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. For Shiba Inu, today wasn't that awful. It recovered somewhat and moved into the green in the last day. As expected, a modest rebound. But when you step back and examine the larger context, such as the last month, things don't seem so lovely. We are still not quite out of the woods as Shiba Inu is still down roughly 24%. How is it doing? Feeling a little confused. Trying to figure out what to do next is this strange phase that retail investors are now in. What should they do? Should they purchase more, wait, or go away? That is the central inquiry. It is unclear if the Shiba Inu will continue to decline or whether the current decline is temporary. One thing is certain, though, it hasn't gone away. Everyone is keeping a tight eye out for the next major change. However, you may be asking, what's the big deal? Why has the pricing changed? Then let's take a step back and examine the broader view. This isn't only affecting Shiba Inu. The trajectory of Bitcoin is somewhat similar. It made an effort to maintain its position around 97,000, but it was unable to do so and fell to 95,000. It is now clinging at 96,000 and is still unsure of where it stands. Shiba Inu and other cryptocurrencies are responding to Bitcoin's actions since the market leader sets the tone. When Bitcoin falters, it usually causes a chain reaction. And why is this happening? Guess who it is? Donald Trump himself. That is, according to some experts, at least. As the cryptocurrency market dropped in anticipation of the most recent U.S. employment data on February 7th, traders are anxious about what they call Trump dumps. Markets suffered a setback, resulting in a total crypto market valuation that fell by over 2.5% to around $3 trillion. Although cryptocurrency prices may and do fluctuate wildly, there are actual forces at play this time. To begin, prices have been falling due to widespread liquidations in the market. Next, we have the risk-off state of mind. Investors are becoming cautious in anticipation of the U.S. employment data because they dislike ambiguity. Furthermore, market technicals are indicating weakness, which might lead to additional price declines. Important employment statistics will be released on February 7th. In order to influence the Federal Reserve's interest rate policy, traders are anticipating data on job postings, unemployment rates, and pay increases. But the intriguing part is this. Shiba Inu has fallen in the cryptocurrency rankings due to all the recent insane price declines. From its former perch in the top 10, it has plummeted to somewhere in the top 20. Compared to what most people anticipated, it is a significant decline. Everyone in the Shiba Inu community knows that Shiba Inu are the meme currency leaders. However, at this moment, it seems that this is not the case. The value of Shiba Inu meme currency continues to decline as compared to other meme currencies. It's strange since Shiba Inu was considered an unbeatable force for a long time. Can it make a comeback? That is the burning question right now. Or is this just the way things are for Shiba Inu these days? While traders and investors try to figure out what to do next, the market remains unstable. However, one thing is certain. There is a lot of interest, and now is when things become wild. The Shiba Inu developers have vanished into thin air, completely unresponsive to this precipitous decline. Minimal responses. Not much has changed. Absolute stillness. It makes me feel uneasy. After such a precipitous decline, one would expect the team to take charge, comfort the public, and maybe unveil a plan to recover. Except as of late, under no circumstances. Here and there are a handful of updates, Nothing noteworthy. And that lack of sound, it's causing widespread alarm. The major questions are being asked by investors. Developers, where are you? Is anybody really paying attention to them? Is the current situation important to them? On the other hand, are they just allowing Shiba Inu to diminish in prominence? This ought to serve as a reminder. At this point, the squad decides to do something. But no, it's more like complete quiet. Finally, there's the most prominent hypothesis in circulation. Where does Satoshi stand? Is the Shiba Inu still his main concern? Or is he completely focused on his meme coin? Shai. His new initiative is getting so much attention that many are beginning to wonder whether he has abandoned Shiba Inu in favor of it. Frankly, it's exacerbating the problem. What does the future hold for Shiba Inu if the chief developer isn't totally dedicated? Everything is still up in the air at this point. However, it is the precise issue. People tend to assume the worst when there is a lack of clarity and openness. Worried that this may be the end of the world, the locals are becoming more agitated. The price of Shiba Inu is also falling as the breed's popularity declines. Heads of state being silent. Investors' apprehension is understandable. Everyone is looking for explanations. Take action, they say. Above all else, they are curious as to whether the Shiba Inu breed is being left behind or whether it has any hope for the future. Oh no, there's more. Something absolutely out of this world has occurred, and it's only making everything more bizarre. Something is important for you to understand, and it may surprise you. According to reports, the Fear and Greed Index has just fallen to 35, indicating a significant amount of dread is prevailing in the market. Given that this index gauges general investor mood, it is a major development. People purchase like crazy when it's high because they're greedy. Many traders start selling in a panic when it's low, as it is right now. Behold the surprising aspect. The high-money players, known as whales, are still piling up despite Shiba Inu's recent crashes. That is, they will not budge. Even if the price is going down, they're still purchasing more. Another decline in the price of Shiba Inu has not stopped whales from amassing a staggering 6.33 trillion tokens in 2024. They managed to snag an additional 840 billion in February alone. There are a hopping 161 trillion tokens in the possession of these massive holders, who own 10 trillion to 100 trillion Shiba Inu. That's just astonishing. On top of that, something even more bizarre has occurred recently. The net traffic for Shiba Inu has recently surged, increasing by an astounding 5,000%. There has been a significant increase. That's a huge change. This net flow essentially follows the movement of Shiba Inu owned by whales and large holders, and it's revealing that they're making significant progress at the moment. Following many days of relative calm, the net flows of whales increased dramatically on February 7, jumping from around 128 billion Shiba Inu to an astounding 3.5 trillion Shiba Inu. That's quite an increase. Plus, there's often just one interpretation when anything like this occurs. Whaling is in progress. This tendency shows promise for the future of Shiba Inu if it continues. On top of that, significant holder inflows also increased dramatically, with 3.8 trillion Shiba Inu being acquired not long ago. The week-to-date rise is 892%. It seems that these whales aren't behaving irrationally since huge holder outflows have really decreased. Storing Shiba Inu instead of selling them off shows that they are being purposeful. So, what's the big picture? What on earth is going on here? Why are whales buying so many Shiba Inu, while the rest of us are too chicken to even consider it? When investing, what do they see that the typical person doesn't? Does anybody have any insider information that may be shared? Something significant that is still under wraps. Whales aren't meaningless monetary squanderers. This kind of behavior, amassing billions or perhaps trillions of tokens, is often indicative of impending greatness. Things are about to get interesting from here on out. Shiba Inu developers have been very silent as of late. Just quiet, no huge news or announcements. That may indicate a variety of things, but one major one is that they're getting ready for something major. Perhaps they are about to end a significant collaboration. Perhaps innovative tech is on the horizon. something that could alter the course of events about Shiba Inu. Or, dare we even suggest it, the quiet before the storm might be here. The long-awaited beginning of the enormous bull run. Reflect about it. Invariably, the most spectacular recoveries occur when market anxiety is at its worst and confidence is waning. This has happened before. Although Shiba Inu has been through a lot, it never fails to amaze us with something new. Do you think we're seeing one of those times again? Is this the grand finale before the Shiba Inu population explodes once more? Owners of Shiba Inu have been clinging on for what seems like an eternity, attempting to make up for setbacks. Has it come to this? Could this be it? Does this mark the beginning of Shiba Inu's climb back up the rankings? And disproves those who doubt. Naturally, at this point in time, everything is just conjectural. However, the fact that the energy is changing is something we just cannot deny. Unusual whale behavior like this generally indicates that major actors are getting ready to make a move. One thing is certain, something enormous is happening, whether it's behind the scenes, with the money, or just a surge of newfound enthusiasm. Shiba Inu does not yet finish. Just that alone restores faith in the community. If there's one thing we can learn from the past, it's that Shiba Inu never fail to amaze. Therefore, maybe we shouldn't be too concerned about the current situation. Something more substantial may be on the horizon, and this may just be a temporary roadblock. Actually, it is precisely what Lucy, a prominent figure in the Shiba Inu society, implied in her most recent tweet earlier today. Simplicity was her style. Do not worry. Fate will determine the outcome. Make smart stacks and watch the game unfold. Just that much is clear. She's simply trying to get people to remember to be cool, focus on the big picture, and not get rattled by the ups and downs of the market. Everyone knows that the market goes through its own unique cycles. It may crash severely at times. There are moments when it surges wildly. The winners, however, are those who can maintain their composure and make astute decisions. It seems like something major is about to happen, what with the whales gathering, the net flows increasing, and the developers remaining silent. Perhaps this drop is really a warm-up to expose any vulnerable hands before the big move. Perhaps this will be one of those instances when, in retrospect, people will remark, that was the perfect time to buy a few months from now. Even if nobody can see into the future, one thing is certain. What happened next to the Shiba Inu is still unfolding. Absolutely not. Having said that, how do you feel about this? Drop a comment in the space provided. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.